to do the ritual. Right there, under the statue of Gaun.
It's you.
Jody, I do hope you are not getting into trouble now.
Who, me? No, I wouldn't dream of it.
Do swine stink like shit? I'm guessing you're not here to worship. Then what can I do for you? Oh, yes. People are afraid, angry. Change can be frightening. But what did any of us come here for, if not a new beginning? No more than anywhere else. No sense fighting it. The water sustains our faith, surely as it does these trees.
Gaun's the only one that matters.
The Shining God's got many faces, but they're all his to wear. Divine King Widewind, he saw the dawn stars, telling him of things to come. But it's gone with sickle and lantern that's come to the Deadfire. Our God's returned, and he's gonna bring balance to the world. He's gonna right all the wrongs we have suffered. Gaun will bring a new beginning for all of us when that hour comes. We receive followers of the Shining God every day. You might want to speak with Nordegand over there. She's been here the longest, and takes care to know everyone of our faith.
I can't believe it. Is that really you? And Adair, you made it out of Gilded Vale for good then. I'm glad.
A lot more might have made it out if you hadn't left them for dead.
I haven't forgotten. It's why I'm here, Adair. Oh, there's no reason you ought to, really.
Just the fellow that left a bunch of Aethasians to die in their own temple back in Gilded Vale. Folks that trusted him. Other than that, pretty unmemorable.
It's true. I was a coward, Adair. I won't argue that. I'm trying to make things right. Took some getting used to, working shoulder to shoulder with Raid Sarens, but it's not so hard as you'd think. Feels like I'm on the right path, toward a little piece of redemption, maybe. You too, eh? Don't know what you have to be sorry for. Would be nice to get some answers, maybe. Or forgiveness for getting his people killed. I don't know. Doing my best, Lord. Good luck out there.
Hungry? Come on up. Don't be shy. The Shining God will bless you for it, sir. That coin will help those in need.
Of course.
Here for a meal? Just get in line, dear. Ain't no trick to it.
Hey, there's a lady I'm looking for. Came from Deerwood. Short, got a bad temper. It goes by Alava Mazzy. Heard of her?
I know an Alava, but that ain't a surname.
No?
Not real warm, that one. Stop by unannounced, you get a pistol up your nose when she answers the door.
Yeah, that's her. So, she's living with her, husband, then?
Not that I noticed.
Huh. Must be laying low.
Just that boy of hers.
she's got a son? How old would you say? Like a little boy?
I'd be happy to help you with the math.
Oh, I couldn't say. It's been years. He must be a young man by now.
Wow, that's something. Well, thanks for your help.
Don't you want to know where to find her?
Yeah, I was just about to ask.
She's in Hasongo, last I heard. Got a little plot of land out there.
I guess we'll look that way then. Much obliged.
May Aethys's light shine upon you.
Nothing like a homecoming to make a girl remember her roots, even if they are dried up and half dead. Sometimes I wonder if my brethren don't think I got black ichor running in my veins. If I cried, you reckon it'd look like tar? Suppose you meant to make me feel better. It is a dang silly thought. No, that I'd have black blood. You shouldn't be so fine to me, Watcher. Makes me think untoward things. Gives me notions I don't need to be getting. I can't risk straying when I got a duty to gone. Yeah, lay it on me. I was born to reap souls and lead them to the light. Now with Aethys dead, and these dire visions, I think I need to shield them from a hell gone dark. But the more I gather, the more my mind turns to tatters. That ain't gonna happen. You'd ask me to turn my back on my god? Aethys is dead, and gone is the death before life. He's the ripeness before the fall. That lumbering hunk of Audra might claim to be Aethys, but that doesn't matter a whit. He died, so he can't be Aethys anymore. Death changes every soul, even a god's. And if it doesn't, it should. Why do you think the god of rebirth held an aspect of death within him? You can't have life without dying. There ain't no beginning without a prior ending. Ain't no day without night, no spring without fall. You can't grow crops if you never harvest for seeds. All right, yeah, I'm ready. I've done this before, but never with such a full lantern. You may want to stand back. The experience can be somewhat intense. Don't know if I feel cleaner, but I feel something. Blessed for sure. Let's just hope it lasts, because my lantern feels as heavy as ever, full to brimming with essence, like dark water spilling over my mind. All right, I'll be right behind you. Watcher, I was wondering if I could run something by you. Well, to put it simply, you are. I've tried, but I can't get you out of my thoughts and dreams. Forgive my audacity. I know I've got no place to, but I care for you more than I can rightly say. I was wondering if you might return the sentiment. Why would I believe, or hell even think, the Watcher himself could be interested in me? Wanted it desperately, yes, but hoped? I'm almost afraid to believe it, that you would want me just as much and fierce. But darned if it doesn't make me so very, very happy. I'm gonna make you so glad you picked me, Watcher. You'll see. You taste like forgotten dreams, like fate. Watcher, I thought you might never ask. There's so much I've longed to try and to see, or to not see. Let me turn my lantern low. I want nothing but shadows between us. That was divine. Surely, Watcher, you are a blessing from gone. What can I do you for? Reckon that's the first time I ever bore witness to my own demise. It was not pretty. Never woke with such a driving need for reaping before. It's making my hands shake. It did for a while, but then it wore off. All this essence I've gathered. It soaked the blessing right up. Left me with hardly none. You sound like my high priestess Samhain. She never shuts up about the living, when she ought to worry more about the dead. Seems the more souls I gather, the better I see Gaun's will, and the less I get a wink of sleep. Night or day, sleep or waking. It's getting harder to tell what's real from what's just yet to come. There is something I'm meant to do, though. Once I gather enough souls. Us Gaunites, we're supposed to shepherd lost souls, not just gather them. The harvesting's only the first part. If I were to dump the souls, it might make me dream less, like before. Or, darn it, who knows? Maybe it'd just make it all worse. Either way, I've got to find my purpose. Will you help me, Watcher? I was hoping you might would. Sometimes I feel like, with you by my side, I can stand against gods. It'll need to be a potent source to overpower the draw of my lantern. It's gotta be luminous, for sure. And that's one problem solved. But what about the itty-bitty issue regarding the god of rebirth not actually being in hell? The souls will make it safely, but who's to see to their proper reseeding? This is a huge risk of Eora's balance. You really trust Malgrin not to rebirth Aethasians as warriors of the flame? Think Galawain won't be greedy? Gone aside, the god's past actions don't instill me with the greatest confidence. I think my duty to Gaun's a little more important than my personal comfort, don't you? I can't just abandon my souls. Not to mention my principles and hope for the best. I don't know. They can't be aware, surely. Keep holding them? Until when? It's only a matter of time before Gaun brings the final harvest down upon us. You think I should keep reaping, all throughout the darkness, to keep collecting more and more, while the Audra regrow throughout hell? The souls would be safe in the lantern until the world's ready to bloom again. Future Gaunites could then shepherd multitudes into the rebirth cycle. But I wonder, how many would be alive to see to it then? What if Kithkind can't make it to Eora's spring? Let me dream on it and see how I feel. But if you think it'd save us, if it's what I'm meant to do, well, I trust you wouldn't lead me astray. What can I do you for, Watcher? Tell me what's on your mind. They're there in my head when I sleep, and sometimes I can taste them on the back. Yeah, it's been.
What do you need? What's gnawing you?
Yes? Yes?
Aye. Ahoy, Captain. What can I do?
Absolutely.
Some of these fights we've been in, you've bailed me out more than once.
You'd do the same for any of us.
Don't tell, but I try harder for the ones I like better. You know how I've been saying there's nothing more important to me than us freeing you from Barrett's bonds? Well, I meant that. I did. But there's this other thing I need to see about. On the way, like. I was gonna tell you. I don't see it like an obstacle. Not unless she's mad. She might be mad. This woman, well, love's not the right word, but she was something to me once, back in Gilded Vale. After the legacy ended, all I could think about was how to repair what the gods had done. To me, that meant seeing about making Aethasians feel safe in their own homes. That's how I found the night market. After a while of that, I got to thinking about the days just after the war, when we all stopped feeling safe in the first place. Mostly, I thought of the woman I couldn't help, who had to leave her home in the dead of night carrying a little baby that had no soul. Last I saw her, she was going to New Hayamar. Went looking for her there, only to find that she'd left a long time ago. Anyway, I don't expect you to understand, but I gotta know she ended up all right. Yeah, that's something. Coming out of Deerwood during that time. I mentioned the baby she had when I knew her. That was a boy, too. I never found out what happened to him. But with the Hollowborn, you didn't have to ask. Guess he got a brother, though. No, but I don't see a way to let this go. Least a way's not now. Last time I saw Alava, we got friendly. Now she's got a son.
Candles and bombs. Shining God, light your path, stranger. Can I interest you in any of our wares? We gathered what we could. Much of our coin goes towards feeding those in need over at the temple. Thank you, sir.
Payment for heads. It could be no simpler, I say. Tell me, are you someone who walks the path that coin lays out before you? Transmuting actions into payment is the alchemy that orders our world. All things turn on the axis of a coin bond. I pay bounties so that death can bring order to life. Would you help me continue the cycle? The next time payment crosses our hands, let it be in the execution of a bond, a vow, a bounty. If you would forge a coin bond, I know of people on these islands who must die. Their fate is already decided. The coin wishes only to collect. Dugra the Ascetic is wanted for crimes against his monastic order. His people have made a coin bond for his death. The Orlan wanders the wilderness on the island of Crookspur, northwest of Nekataka. Speak freely, I say. The coin bond is patient. It knows that you are committed to your course. I will be here when you are ready. I am a paladin of the Gold Pact Order. Since taking my oath, I have never been absent of work and duty for longer than an afternoon. I also enjoy knitting on occasion. Hunter, do you come to serve your coin bond?
Of course.
Good day, traveler. I see you've taken an eye to my instruments. If you've any interest in the medical sciences, you need only ask. Well then, questions? I'm a researcher in the medical sciences. And before you ask, no, I don't mean animancy. Neither do I mean magic, nor, gods forbid, necromancy. Medicine. Study of the kith body, its inner workings and such. I've misgivings about magic use. It's useful, I'll grant you that. But it's a crutch. Stunts our scientific development, you understand. Makes me a bit unpopular, as you can no doubt imagine, which is why I've got this arquebus here. A patient of mine died under questionable circumstances. One morning they were fine, and the next they were dead. Someone is trying to discredit my work, I just know it, but they won't succeed. I came here to the archipelago to evade my rival's attempts at sabotage, and there certainly is quite a lot of work in the Deadfire, I must tell you. I'm a researcher in the medical sciences. I've misgivings about magic use. You would have one too if you'd experienced the things I have. A patient of mine died under questionable... I came here to the archipelago to evade my rival's attempts at sabotage. I'm a researcher. I've misgiving. I came here to the archipelago to evade... I've told you of my troubles. I suppose it's the least I can do. Settle in now. I've got a lecture prepared for just this occasion. Of course, it will cost you 3,000 copper. Ah, lovely. Yes, what? May I help you? Well then. Questions? Watch your step.
Be welcome. We gather to honor the goddess, for we must earn the strength to endure the darkest of life's battles. Akira, rain and wind is a better teacher than any priest. A fighter accustomed to comfort earns only bruises. Each obstacle is a challenge we must answer. These are whetstones that sharpen us into fine blades. It is an opportunity to learn. What good is a fighter who knows how to defend against a single enemy? If we must one day fight one another, such is Magran's will. Follow the path as it climbs the mountain, all the way to the Serpent's Crown. You will see it. Do you believe so? It is not in might alone that Magran holds influence. There is purpose, conviction, achievement. You may honor her in many ways.
So you defeated this ship-devouring beast all by yourself?
I'm telling you, you just have to aim for the eyes.